Hey guys, Tobin here from snaptocover.com on our dev vlog week 3. Yeah, 3 weeks in, and I've got a lot done this week. Last week I had just gotten one model done. This week I did a lot of programming. I added enemy objects to the game. I made the enemy objects chase the player. I gave the player a pistol so he could fight back against the zombies, and then I made the zombies be able to attack the player. I started taking some of the life away. I added sounds when you got damaged too much. I got sound effects when the gun goes off. I got sound effects when the player tries to fire the gun, but there's no ammo in it. I gave the gun, which is a 6-shot revolver, 6 shots. So after 6 shots, you got to reload. I added a reload sound. I added a whole spawning system, so the zombies spawn at different spawn points around the map. I added a city section to the game so that the building actually sits on a city that's about a square mile. So there's a lot of space to improve and add new buildings and make it look like an actual city. It's got sidewalks and cobblestone roads. So that was pretty cool. Played around with the fog in the game as far as rendering goes, and the lighting a little bit, so it's got a little bit more dusty feel to it, a little harder to see, which will be nice when you're walking down a street and all of a sudden, oh, there's a horde of zombies. What else did I do? I added a death screen at the end, so when you're dead, you can die. There's definitely still a few bugs as far as zombies being able to move up into buildings because they have a little bit of a step up. So I got to play around with the they call it the navigation mesh, which is basically it's a plane that's drawn on your map that tells the AI where they can walk. So let's jump in. I'll show you exactly what I have, but it's definitely coming together. I'm pretty happy with how this week turned out. Where to go? There it is. Alright, so again, we got our main screen, new game and quit, still working as usual. Let's click new game. And we get moving around. I got my gun on there. Definitely needs to be animated. We got a zombie moaning as he walks towards me. Can shoot him 4 times. Hit the reload key. Put 6 shells in. Oh, we got, whoa! Almost got bit there. I added normal maps to all of the textures, so they actually should reflect the light and actually add a little bit more detail than if they were just generic textures. So every little crease and fold kind of picks up the light a little bit, makes it a little more 3D. Yeah, there's a lot spawning now. Oh! What's up, guys? You hear that click when I run out of ammo. Alright. Cobblestone roads are pretty new. Guys, stop. I'm trying to give a presentation here. So yeah, cobblestone roads, all of those are normal map. The grass is normal map. This map is pretty huge. There's a lot of guys. They spawn every 5 seconds right now. So what I'm probably going to do is have this timer pick a spawner and have that spawner pick a number of enemies to spawn, so I can have different outbreaks throughout the city instead of just like them just spawning every 5 seconds. Alright. I give up. I give up. You guys can eat me. Have lunch. Have lunch. They can't even eat me. This is bad. Gotta play with that a little more. Alright, so they bit me. You can hear them munching away. I died. So yeah, definitely have a few bugs. Need them to be able to eat me better. Never thought I'd say that before. And get some assets going. Close out of that. It's a little too loud. Yeah, I need to get some assets together, so I need to figure out how to make some humans, so I can actually have a hand hold that pistol. And I need to basically create the zombies so that they actually look like zombies. Probably make a few more building assets. So now that I got a pretty good infrastructure down for how the game's gonna work, I think I'm gonna go back to creating some more visual assets. Might play around with making it daytime versus nighttime so you can see some of the features of the game a little bit better. But we'll play around with it. We'll see how it looks, see how all of that goes. And I'm not a modeler by any stretch of the imagination. So it'll be definitely a learning process. Probably be pretty slow trying to get a player into the game that looks good and is animated, so it's actually moving around, walking. Another thing I might do programmatically this week is try to get the zombies to only chase the player if they sense him. So I'm not 100% sure how I want to tackle that. I'll probably send some sort of ray out every frame to see if if the player enters, a certain range. So we'll look into that. Maybe just have regular wandering zombies that kind of just walk around on the nav mesh, change directions, and pick a random location on the nav mesh and go from there. But yeah, a lot to think about. It's definitely been a lot of good starting to learn the fundamentals of how to program in Unity. Like I said, I've been programming for a good number of years now, but it's just trying to get used to the environment and how the game handles things. Overall, as a developer, I'd say it's a great piece of software. The engine is amazing to work with. It's very intuitive, and it definitely lets you compartmentalize every piece of code that you wanna write. So, yeah, without further ado, that is the game so far. I don't even have a name for it yet. It's like capsule shooter right now. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes, and stay tuned to see more next week. If you liked it, feel free to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You can, leave a comment below if you like this. Feel free to share with a friend. And until next week, always snap to cover.